sought after MBA institutes is IIM Indore. And today with us is Mr. Husain Mhowwala. First of all, congratulations, Husain.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Husain prepared with us, and you'd be happy to know that he secured 99.9 percentile in CAT, and he'll be joining IIM Indore pretty soon. So, Husain, how are you feeling?
Sir, very much delighted, and it's a surreal experience to be here. The experiences that I have had with CH and the experiences of learning the CAT journey itself has been a life-changing journey for me. So I am very happy, and I would recommend everyone to at least relish this journey, even if they make it into blackies, even if they do not. But this journey itself teaches you a lot. So I am very happy to be here.
True. In fact, this journey prepares you for life. And they say that when you are preparing for CAT or MBA, you are actually preparing for life.
Yes.
Great. So today we'll discuss his interview experience. So what kind of questions were asked, how he performed, and everything about his interview experience of IIM Indore. So what was your slot? Early morning or afternoon?
Yeah. So I had the early morning slot, so I had to reach there by 8:30.
Okay.
Once I reached there, then there was a formality of signing and attendance. Once I did that, we had a waiting for maybe 10 to 15 minutes before we were taken to the interview hall. When we go into the interview hall, we find that there are 4 panels there.
Okay.
And there was one extra room where there was verification going on. So I had my verification pretty early. I went there and I had almost maybe 3rd or 4th number in terms of verification. And after that, we had a waiting of maybe 20-30 minutes before my final interview.
Your final interview. So how long were the interviews happening there? Durations, rough durations of average duration?
Average duration was around 20 to 25 minutes is what I observed.
Okay.
Some were going pretty long, but usually 20 to 25 minutes.
So that was the average duration of it.
Yes, sir.
And yours was in the same range.
Yeah, I felt it was a little smaller compared to the others who were before me.
Okay.
But yeah, around 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay. So how many panel members were there?
There were 2 panel members, and both of them were IIM professors, Indore professors.
Okay.
One seemed to be more of an economics professor, and one was statistics major.
Okay, because he must have asked some questions of statistics to you.
Yes, sir. A lot of questions in statistics, and it was very much quants heavy interview in terms of all other experiences that I have in terms of interview. The most mathematically draining interview was IIM Indore.
Okay. So how did it start? So what was the first question?
So the economics professor started the interview with me, and he was a pretty nice guy. He was smiling all the time, and he asked me that how are you, and it was a pretty casual beginning to the interview. I said that okay sir, I'm very good, and he said that okay, introduce yourself. What are you coming? Where are you coming from? What have been your experiences right now? I started by introducing myself in terms of my family background. I talked about the graduation field that I did. Then I quickly turned the focus of them towards my work experience, because that is something that I wanted to highlight, and that is something that I really liked counter questioning on, because I had vast and deep knowledge of the field. So I introduced them to the field of abroad education, where I have been working for the last 2 years. I introduced the field first, that what it is about, what was my role in the organization. Then I started talking about how did I start in that organization, and currently what was my position there. And they were pretty amazed to hear that in the 2 years span I had been promoted to the position of the program director.
Okay.
So they said that okay, let us know that what are the different examinations that you prepare your students for. So I answered that I am the undergraduate head, so I am mainly concerned with SET, but also we take some classes for GRE and GMAT as well. And they asked that okay, there are some language proficiency exams required. So I said that yes sir, it's my bad that I forgot about them, but we also prepare for IELTS and TOEFL and Duolingo. So they said that okay, then tell us about ETS. And I was well aware of the fact that what ETS is. ETS is a testing agency. We talked about what do they do and what examinations do they conduct, and suddenly the economics professor asked me that okay, you know so much, so tell me when was the ETS incepted. Now when he talked about the inception, I went a little blank that what was the date. So he understood that okay, I do not know it, and he said that okay, it's okay to not know. and just work in that organization. I said that sorry sir, I am not aware of it. So he said that okay, now the other son, he passed on the baton to the next.
Yeah. So what is importance of this question? Introduce yourself. How important is this question as far as interview is concerned?
So the tip that I would like to give every other aspirant who wants to go in an IIM interview is that when you are asked that what is your introduce yourself, it is the first question and the only question where the ball is in your field and you can hit it wherever you want. So like I said that I wanted to bring the attention to my work experience. Anyone who is not having a work experience can bring his attention to his extracurriculars. Anyone who is good at his graduation marks, he can bring his attention to academics. Anyone who wants to play the game the way he wants, he can maybe maneuver the interview in that direction, is what I feel. So it's very important to know what you want to tell to the interviewer, so that the next few questions at least are related to the subject that you have ocean deep knowledge in.
True. So you must have prepared hard about your work ex and everything.
Yes sir, I am really grateful to CH as well that they made me realize this thing early on, that you do not have to know everything in an interview, because interview is something which is the most impromptu experience of your life maybe. So you cannot prepare for it, but be prepared for it. You cannot prepare, but be prepared in terms of you should know at least the things that you are very close to your heart. So I knew that the USP that I bring to IIM Indore would be my work experience, because there would not be any other candidate who comes from a abroad education consultancy field.
True.
So I just wanted to highlight that as much as possible. So I had prepared well. I did some research, but I was not sure that they would also ask the inception of ETS to me. So yeah,
but that's okay. Probably at times such questions are asked just to
maybe break the flow of the content, because they wanted to change the theme now. It was going a little long. 5 minutes into the interview, it was more about me and my experience only. True. So they wanted something else to be bring forward.
So then the other guy, the one probably from statistics, he started.
Yeah. So he was from the beginning of the interview, he was not looking at me, and he was very much busy in something in his laptop only, and he was maybe not even hearing what I was talking to the economics professor. So he happily first smiled at me and then asked me that, do you like mathematics? So I said that yeah, being a quants faculty, mathematics is something that I feel is my forte. So then the next question was, do you like statistics? And the obvious answer was, immediately I said that yes sir, I like statistics very much. So he passed on me a paper and then said that okay, and he gave me an equation to write, and it was something x square minus 2 sine theta, and then he said that okay, give me the first derivative of this equation. Then I did the first derivative. Then he said that okay, give me the second derivative of this equation. So I did the second derivative, and then there were some equations that he gave me. Like he said that are you aware with the functions? And I said that yes sir, I'm very much aware of the functions. So he gave me a few functions, and then he told me to make the graph of it. So I made 3 graphs in total, and all 3 of them were correct. So he was pretty happy with it. Then he wanted me to be more theoretical in terms of my quantitative knowledge. So he asked me that if you want to find the maxima of a function, what do you do? The immediate response was that you have to take the derivative. The moment I said that you have to take the derivative, the economics professor said that, but why do you have to take a derivative? I said, sir, because taking a derivative and bringing it to 0 will give you a maxima. So he said that you are giving us the causal relation, causal relationship to it. You are not giving us the answer to the question. We are asking that why do you do the derivative? So I was a little, stunned with the question, because never had I asked myself this question, that why do you do a derivative? It was what was taught to you.
That's what you do.
That's what you do. It's a very natural thing to do. So I took the paper, I made a graph of some equation, I do not remember, and I explained, it was a quadratic equation. So I explained that at this point, the dy by dx would be parallel to the x-axis, so hence it would be 0. So doing that would give you a maxima. So they said that, but why would it be 0? So I said that sir, dy by dx would be 0 because the slope is 0. So they say no, slope is 0 because dy by dx is 0. Why is dy by dx 0? And I was a little scared at that point that what should I answer. So they told me that अच्छा मुझे बताओ कि अगर I give you fx is equals to 5 तो उसका डेरिवेटिव क्या रहेगा. So I say 0. So they said that अच्छा 0 रहेगा. तो क्यों जीरो रहेगा? बिकॉज कांस्टेंट है ना, तो कांस्टेंट का डेरिवेटिव जीरो होता है. तो यही तो बताना चाहते हैं हम आपको कि व्हेन द मैक्सिमा रीचेस द कांस्टेंट पॉइंट इज अचीव्ड, सो द डेरिवेटिव बिकम्स कांस्टेंट. देयर इज नो चेंज dy by dx एट द मैक्सिमम पॉइंट. तो मैंने बोला हाँ सर, आई एम सॉरी, आई कुड नॉट रिलेट इट दैट वे. फिर अगेन द इकोनॉमिक्स प्रोफेसर took the bit into himself, and then there were some politics questions.
Okay. So what kind of political questions?
Political questions in terms of the knowledge of the upper house, lower house, what is Lok Sabha, what is Rajya Sabha, how many candidates are there from Indore, because I am from Indore and they were from Indore as well. So they knew about the constituency very much. So they asked me that, okay, who is the current representative of Indore in Lok Sabha? I answered it correctly, and then after that they asked what is the role of a deputy chief minister. I said that because in terms of giving the answer, I also somewhere brought their attention to the two deputy chief ministers that in MP had. So they were pretty much happy to ask that what is the role of a deputy chief minister and why do you need two deputy chief ministers. So then from then I brought a little philosophical aspect to it, and I answered that, sir, I feel that giving someone a deputy chief minister is a sort of giving him an honor, a position where he can not be awarded the supreme position, but he is someone who can take the place whenever needed, someone who can represent who can be a part of that chair, but whenever needed. So you cannot have three chief ministers, but giving one a chief minister and two deputy chief ministers give them a sort of responsibility to that chair. So they said that no, you are asking us in a philosophical way, answer us in a practical way, what is the role of chief minister. So that the thing that I said was that like in a cricket team, the vice captain is someone who takes the responsibility when captain is off the field. So deputy chief minister would be someone when chief minister is on a duty elsewhere, he can be someone who can take care of the office. So they were happy with it. And then I did not need anything to be elaborated, and that's when again the statistics professor started asking questions.
So then what did the statistics person ask?
So sir, while all this was happening, I was continuously looking at him, and he was least interested in whatever was going on, and he was looking at somewhere in his papers. And then he gave me another paper, and he asked me to do the integration of it. So I did the integration in whatever knowledge I had, and I was pretty much strong in it. So he was, when I said that, okay sir, this is what I do, I think it should be, and he said that no, this is incorrect. So I said that, okay sir, sorry. So he asked, what is your graduation? And I said that, as I stated earlier, I am from business administration. I said, he asked me, what is your favorite subject? So I said that I like HR a lot, but other than that I like business, consumer behavior, and other than that I like statistics a little bit. So when the moment I said that I like statistics and I like consumer behavior, he asked me that what is the demand and supply curve. So I explained it on a graph, and then he asked me that what is the marketing mix, and he asked me that let me know what is PPC. So I said that, sir, PPC in what domain, because it can have different abbreviations.
True.
So he said that in the digital marketing arena, what is a PPC? So I said that it should be pay per click, is what I assume. He said that yeah, it is correct. And then when we were discussing the marketing mix, he asked me that, okay, this is theoretical knowledge, because you are in a practical field and you have work experience. Can you tell me how do you use all these P's in your approach? So I said that yes sir, rightly said that because I am the program director, so I have to be a part of a lot of marketing campaigns. So what I do is that we take a huge responsibility on the people's part of the marketing mix, because most of our advertisement is the faculties that we have and the people in terms of the alumni that have gone through us. So most of the EdTech marketing is based on the people's wala part. And then he said that is not processing a part of it. So I said that no sir, every part of the marketing mix plays some or a little or more part in the terms of marketing. So he said that okay, let's not go to that thing. He asked me that when is Eid coming? So all of a sudden I was because it was a sudden question, I forgot. I knew it was 4 days after, so I forgot, and I had to calculate that okay, 4 days are left. So I said that, sir, it is 4 days after this day. So he said that okay, is your Eid and the Muslim Eid different? So I said that yeah, there are some differences. We follow a strictly structured lunar calendar, and that they follow the lunar movements. So he said that okay, that's good. We have a colleague as well. He is also fasting right now. So are you also fasting? So I said that yes, sir, I am also fasting right now. So he said that okay, it must be a long day and the stress. So I said no, sir, it was fine. I really enjoyed the experience. And then they said me that okay, now you can go. So that was pretty much it. And then the economics professor also said me that okay, take care, and because I said that I was fasting, so he said that okay, go properly. So they were happy with whatever went through. I found it that the economics one was the one who was more responsive, and the statistics professor, he might not be responsive, but he was happy with whatever I was answering. Okay. So another tip that I want to give is, do not go with the expressions of the interviewer. Sometimes you feel that the other person is not interested, but they might be thinking of something to ask to you, so their reactions might feel insensitive, but they are not actually. They are pretty much happy to have you there. So just enjoy the experience is what I feel.
Obviously, this is the comment, or this is the message that we give to people, that you should not go by how they are expressing, because they might express something, but actually something else is going on inside their head. Chaliye, it was nice, wonderful meeting you and knowing your interview experience. I think this would be a very, very good learning experience for everyone. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Do well.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So that's it from this particular interaction. We'll certainly bring more such interaction. Thank you so much.